What it do, Niner? Bam. Now, the constant word is Purdy's a system QB. But look at these system QBs in here, man. Especially for the Niners. Sam. You got Joe Montana, of course, 14 wins. Steve Young with 8. Now, Steve Young was mobile. But the thing with Steve Young being mobile, he had Joe Montana's team, okay? Steve Young had Joe Montana's team. So if you're Joe Montana, you don't need to be mobile. You know the offense like that. But when Steve Young got the offense, he didn't know it like that. So if he had to run or do what he ever had to do, it is what it is. I'm saying that's why you see him sometimes. He used to be running and escapable. But now, so you got Joe Montana, Steve Young, and Brock Purdy at number 3 with 5. Brock Purdy at number 3. Okay, he's a baller, but nobody want to mention that. You got Jimmy Garoppolo with 4, Kaepernick with 4, Brody with 2, Alex Smith at 1, and Jeff Garcia with 1. Hold on. So when you look at all the Niners quarterbacks, right? Joe Montana's your Hall of Famer. So is Steve Young. But now, when you dig a little bit deeper, the third one is Brock Purdy. He's just starting. The thing with Purdy, the whole narrative with Purdy is he just got to win a Super Bowl. And that, let me tell you how sad that is, man. It's sad. He can have all these accomplishments. It don't mean nothing unless he wins a Super Bowl. They won't say that about Burrow. They don't say that about Allen. They don't say that about Lamar Jackson. We can go down the line. They don't say that about none of them. It has to be Purdy has to win a Super Bowl. But then as soon as he does that, guess what the narrative going to be? Oh, well, he got to win 2. As soon as he wins, you got to win 4. You got to win 10. The bar going to keep moving. That's why I don't even listen to half of the haters, man. We see where he's on the top of the list at. First of all, Joe Montana is him. So Joe Montana is the GOAT. So he going to be right there at the top. And remember, Steve Young took his place. But you got all these other cats who was before Purdy. But Purdy's number 3. But still no respect. But we understand that. We know what that narrative is. Who put that narrative out? That's why the thing is, just keep playing. Just keep playing. They can even Nick Wright, the hater Nick Wright, he's literally nothing he can say. He throws subtle shots, but it's nothing he can say no more. Before it was, Purdy got all these players. He got all these players. Now he ain't got all the players. He won't say nothing and he's winning. But they'll never mention Matthew Stafford with all the players he got. They scared to do that. But the disrespect with Purdy is inevitable. But it is what it is. Let me know what y'all think. You see what the list is. Peace. I'm out of here.